The existence of a samurai was intricately woven with a tapestry of obligations and stringent codes of conduct. A samurai's purpose was singular: to devote their life in unwavering service to a feudal lord, an allegiance bound by obedience, and an unwavering commitment to protect at all costs. In times of turmoil, these samurai emerged as pivotal warriors, leaving an indelible mark on the sprawling landscapes of battlefields. However, as the tides of war receded, leaving behind a calm aftermath, the role of the warrior evolved into an existential quandary. For the low-ranking soldiers, the ebb of warfare meant a return to the ordinary rhythm of life, tilling the soil in plantations and engaging in the humdrum of daily occupations. But for those samurai who faced dismissal, the post-war era presented limited alternatives for livelihood. Many could not bear the shame of seeing their status diminished. They would rather take their own lives to maintain their dignity. Others adapted to the new times. In a bid to carve a niche in a transformed society, some turned to trade, while others opened academies to teach the art of the sword. But for those who did not know how to engage in any other activity than combat, all that remained was a destiny full of uncertainties. The former samurais wandered around Japan, looking for jobs that needed strength or an intimidating presence. They became known as Ronin, or wave man, embodying their propensity to move ceaselessly, never lingering in one place for long, dispersing across the landscape like the undulating sea waves. The Ronin, adhering to tradition, continued to carry two swords at their waist, albeit with diminished authority compared to their bygone days as titled samurai. However, the plight of the Ronin in Japanese society was one of disdain. Held in low regard by most ordinary people, who harbored resentment towards the once esteemed samurai, the Ronin bore the brunt of societal frustrations, having forfeited their nobility titles. For that reason, a Ronin could hardly get an honest job. Many, in order to survive, needed to sell their belongings, including pieces of armor and even one of their cherished swords. Being a Ronin wasn't a lifestyle that one would opt for. In an ardent bid to reclaim the coveted title of samurai, numerous Ronin embarked on a daring journey, challenging renowned swordsmen in the hopes of emerging victorious. Such triumphs carried the promise of fame, augmenting their prospects of securing employment under a feudal lord. The desperation of the Ronin manifested in diverse avenues, as they reluctantly accepted roles as paid assassins, mercenaries, and even tax collectors. In some instances, driven by a quest for retribution against feudal lords, they banded together into groups, orchestrating attacks on government convoys to pilfer money and other valuables. This dual pursuit of vengeance and survival reflected the harsh realities faced by those who had fallen from the esteemed echelons of the samurai, navigating a perilous path in search of redemption and stability. The tale of the 47 Ronin stands as one of the most captivating narratives in Japanese history. The saga unfolds with Daimyo Asano, compelled to perform seppuku, a ritual suicide, having transgressed by offending and assaulting Lord Kirai Yoshinaka during a ceremony at the Shogun Palace. The 47 samurai, who had faithfully served under Asano, were constrained by the norms of the time, precluding them from following their lord in death. Consequently, they were relieved of their duties and found themselves transformed into Ronin. Not accepting such an enormous injustice, the 47 Ronin spent 3 years in hiding and created a plan to take revenge on Lord Kira. When they finally launched the attack, the Ronin invaded Lord Kira's mansion. The guards of the mansion had no chance against the group of vengeful Ronin. After killing Lord Kira, the Ronin were able to follow their master, and they all committed seppuku, thus recovering their honor. The story of the 47 Ronin is famous all over Japan. It is seen as an example that honor is above titles and injustices Japanese lore.